How y'all doing this evening? CJ Moto here. I just stopped by the dealership tonight, and I was at the Honda dealership, and I also went next door. There's a BMW slash Indian slash Kawasaki dealership. So yeah, it was cool. I looked at a bunch of the BMW bikes. There's some interesting stuff out there from them, but I don't know. I sat on one and started it. I might do a test ride on a BMW, but they have that Boxer, I think it's called the Boxer motor on the BMWs, and it's weird. I started it up in the dealer, and like you give it gas and the bike actually like jerks to one side. It's pretty wild, but they're cool bikes for sure. But I don't know, they are what they are. And then the Indians, I would like to eventually test ride the FTR 1200. I don't know if any of you guys have looked into that bike, but it's like the flat track racer 1200, and that thing looks like it'll be pretty sick. I think they're getting one of those in like April or something like that at that Indian dealership. But yeah, I went and looked at the 450L again tonight, and I looked at everything they had in the Honda dealership, and I feel like the only thing really I'm interested in the Honda dealership is probably the 450L, honestly. I actually spent some time today thinking about getting an XR 650 just as like a throwback, but if I was to get something like that, I'd go used, and that's also why I like the idea of the KTM 390, because I could get like a 2017, and I would have to take a trip. I would have to either buy one. I'm in Louisiana. There's no dealerships here. Texas has a bunch of dealerships like around Houston and all that, or Dallas, those areas for KTM. So I'm really feeling the KTM 390. I love the price point on that bike, and so I'm thinking about doing that. I don't know, I might just be doing the drone thing on this channel, so if you're not into drones, I might be doing that for a little while. I mean, I will be test riding other bikes. So like I said before, please, like if you guys have a request, if I get 2 or 3 people or whatever to say that they want me to test ride a bike, I can do a review on basically any Indian bike, any BMW bike, any Honda bike, or any Kawasaki bike. I have all that at my disposal. So just let me know if you want to see something on one of those, and I could do a little bit of research and then do a kind of like a in-depth review of one of those. Definitely want to do the FTR 1200, but that's not in yet. And then, you know, I've already pretty much covered the Monkey. And I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about that bike. It really is kind of just I wouldn't call it a gimmick, but it is you know, it's for people that just like that look or whatever, but I don't think it's hard to justify spending $4,000 on it. So, like literally it's the same price as a KTM 390, and you're getting a 390cc fuel injected KTM with, I think it has like hydraulic components on it, and it's just, I think it's legit, and I love how it looks. If you guys have any other ideas of bikes for me to get, let me know. I would like to go used if I could, because I just feel like I've bought enough new bikes and lost my ass enough times on, you know, because I typically only keep a bike for a year or two. And it's like you buy a new bike and you end up losing a few $1,000s when you turn around and get rid of it, especially if you take it back to a dealership. So I'm thinking about getting a used one. But anyhow, I wanted to thank you all for watching, tuning in, and subscribing, and I really appreciate it. If you could share my video with anyone or anything like that, that would be sweet. I was doing a little bit of the gym stuff and I knocked that shit off. I was going too many different directions, so I'm going to stick with drones and motorcycles. If you have any other ideas of places for me to go with the channel, I like just doing vlogs like this and talking to y'all. If you have anything you want me to talk about or do a vlog like this about, leave it in the comments and I'd happily do a vlog for y'all, for sure. I appreciate all the comments and interactions with you guys, and that's what this stuff's all about to me. So if there's something you want to see, something you want to talk about, you know, that's my #1 priority on this channel. Going into the future is going to be the audience interaction. And I'm sorry if I don't end up getting a 450L. Don't freaking, you know, write me off and just, you know, stop watching my content. I'm sure you'll still find excitement in whatever bike I get, hopefully, and I'm sure I'll have more than one over the next few years. But yeah, I would just like to get, I think it'd be sick to get the KTM 390 and do like, put a nice like Leo Vince pipe on it or something, and just see how that sucker is like doing wheelies and stuff. Like, I've heard some people say it doesn't do them well or whatever, but I have a hard time believing, you know, 320-pound bike or whatever it weighs, it's not much, 340 max, and it has like, I want to say 42 to 44 horsepower. Don't quote me on that, but it's right around there. So it should be a very nimble bike that handles well. And if they've done away with these little issues they had with the motors, apparently the early ones had like leaky motors or something, then should be cool, should be good to go. But yeah, I'll be getting another drone once a new one comes out from DJI, or maybe a DJI Spark or Air. If you have any drone questions for me, you know, hit me up. But it's a really amazing, the technology that's out there for that right now. It's really cool. What else? Yeah, it's challenging here in Shreveport, Louisiana with the KTM scene. There's nothing around Louisiana at all. Like the closest thing is way down south, like the very southern tip of Louisiana, around like Baton Rouge or something. They have a dealership down there. So I would just assume go to Texas, but then I could also just get a bike delivered as well. It's like $200 or $300 to get a bike from the dealer. Once you buy it, they'll put it on a truck and take it basically almost to your doorstep. So that's pretty cool. I might just end up doing that as well. But yeah, thank you so much for all your support. And like I said, let you know, anything you want to see, just post it below, please. Just ask me to do a review on it. Look, I have a Harley tattoo. I did the Harley thing. That's not going to happen again. Promise you that. Just not my cup of tea. There are cool bikes, but I don't know. I'm not into that anymore, at least not at this moment. If I were to get a Harley, it would probably be a Street Glide. Anyhow, they do have a 450L at the dealer, so maybe this weekend I'll go test ride it and see if I still want to go that route. I just wish they weren't $10,500. I hope everyone has a good evening. I'm going to keep this short and sweet, and just let me know what y'all want to see. And please, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and look for a new bike of some sort here in the next little while. I'm not going to rush into it too much. I'd like to get my debt paid off and stuff like that right quick, especially with tax season right now. All right, CJ Moto out. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.